So, COVID to some degree has been a real impetus for a lot of clubs to move to the digital delivery of tickets and to move their purchases online. At Roboticket, we offer a wide range of functionality which allows fans to self serve all of the functions they would normally do through a ticket office, and also to make it really easy for the ticket office itself to be able to manage that functionality as well. So a customer can purchase tickets on any device they want. They can choose directly from a seating plan with an accurate architectural representation of the stadium. They can see the view from their seat and get the ticket delivered to the mobile device of their choice. In addition to that, they can manage their ticket purchase so they can forward their tickets to other fans if the club allows them to do that, upgrade them, or even resell their tickets if they can't attend the game. However, one of the areas that makes us unique is our close collaboration with our clients and their needs. For example, fans have the ability to reserve tickets next to them for their friends. This is really helping to get new fans into the stadium, but it also makes it easier for the fan to invite their friends without needing to pay for the entire transaction themselves. And whilst there's an obvious focus on the fan experience, we also focus on the experience of the staff that use the platform. It's designed to be really intuitive. It runs through a browser, so it can be accessed on any device, and that's been particularly useful with clubs having to work remotely. One of the clubs that uses our platform said to me, "You know what? You just made ticketing fun again." And what we've done is we've simplified and automated a lot of the processes that were such a pain to them, workarounds and complexity that they had on their old platform that they don't have on Roboticket. And I think that's one of the key differences with Roboticket, that we simplify and automate to make ticketing as easy as possible. When the pandemic was declared in February last year, we developed some functionality to deal with social distancing, and we deployed that in the next month. That's right, from 1 month from development to deployment. And I think that's a real clear indication as to how flexible and agile we are at developing new functionality. And this wasn't just a minimum viable proposition that we developed there, it was a fully functioning piece of COVID functionality. And the way it works is that fans could still purchase from a live seating plan. And as they purchased, a COVID buffer would be formed around that transaction. And that buffer could be controlled as to how large or small by the ticket office. So if there was a change in legislation, for example, and the buffer doesn't need to be so large, it could be reduced instantly. We also thought through that there could be varying distances between seats in different areas of the ground. So, for example, a club might have an older stand where seats are packed more closely together. So the buffer could be varied depending on what area the fan was seating in. And the feedback we had from clients has been great because most of the other legacy ticketing platforms out there are still working with fixed pods of two, three, four, which rely on sort of guessing how many two, threes, and fours you're going to get. Whereas our mode of working was much more efficient, much less work for the ticket office, and greater fan satisfaction. And the evidence we see is there's around a 20% increase of usage of available capacity versus having fixed pods. And I think what we're seeing is that the club app is now going to become the centerpiece of fan engagement with the club. Particularly during lockdown when they couldn't visit the stadium, it's been their only way that they could consume live football. And around that, I think there's going to be additional pieces of functionality. Ticketing is always an important part of that, with ticket purchase and delivery of tickets digitally. Um, and with Roboticket being an open platform, we've always integrated with whatever club app a client wants us to integrate with. But I think we're going to see a trend to more at-seat ordering of things like food and beverage and merchandise. And I think we're going to see more stadium information services such as queuing. Our position has always been that we will integrate with anybody. We're not going to present a club with a list of these are the only people we integrate with. We've always taken a much more independent view, and we will work with anybody. We have an open platform. We integrate with APIs all the time. It's really easy for us to do. It's no big deal. We've also done a lot of work on not just purely the fan engagement piece, but also making the journey easy for the fan. But another area of focus for us is how well the clubs can work with their sponsors. And a good example of that would be some functionality that we built called Ticket Bank. And this allows a club to assign a quota of tickets to a sponsor, so they can pull off those tickets digitally themselves during the season. That quota can be limited by match, by area, various other parameters, but it really helps make the sponsor's life a lot easier, and it also fits in with our ethos of simplify and automate. Because for a lot of clubs, handling multiple sponsors is quite a big headache. And if you can automate that and please the sponsor, that's 100% a win win. Now, we work with a wide range of clubs. We work with more than half of top tier Polish and Danish football, and we've recently signed Legia Warsaw to Roboticket. But we also have clients in Finland, Germany, and Austria. And we also work with some partners in those territories. So, one of our partners is New Sea, and they have a number of clients in the UK. And a good example there is Cardiff City. They transferred over to the Roboticket platform mid-season, and they're a good example of how easily we can transfer clients over to our platform. And when they moved over to us, we did a number of integrations for them. We integrated with their loyalty cash platform in a much more efficient way than they were experiencing with the legacy platform they were working with. And we also integrated their CRM business intelligence tool. They also wanted a new payment provider, and we did that work as well. So I think what that shows you is there's a broad range of clients using Roboticket. But I think one of the things that we're most proud of is that in the 6 years that we've been in operation, we've not lost a single client to a competitive tender. And as I said, that's something we're really proud of, and we get great loyalty from the clients that do move over to Roboticket. So if you're interested in hearing more, then do head over to roboticket.com, or you can drop me an email at ian@roboticket.com, and I'll be pleased to talk to you and show you the future of sports ticketing.